Hello YouTube, Jeff Steele here with Steel Navigator, and I wanted to shoot a video in regards to my grandfather's knife collection. These knives he has acquired over his lifetime. He recently passed away a little over a month ago, and so this is the first time I've opened this knife collection and looked through it in probably 5, 10, maybe 15 years. So I've always been interested in knives, especially pocket knives, and he has quite a collection. So again, this is probably 50 years worth of knives he's acquired. There are some interesting pieces here, some common pieces. I'd like to show you up close and personal some interesting finds that I have here. So this first item that I find of interest is the Case Buffalo, which is what I have right here. This is the only Case Buffalo that I have seen. So it has, from what I can tell, a carbon steel blade, a little bit of corrosion. I don't think it's ever been used. It's been in storage. It says handmade USA, Case XX. It has the regular S, which usually signifies with Case that it is CV or carbon steel versus their stainless blend. But I always stress that the older knives, I'd say from the 70s era back, they seem to be of higher quality. Okay, looking at Case specifically. They just seem to have a little bit better on the finishing, a little bit better materials, better steel. So I'm not sure if you can see the detail. So that is the Case Buffalo. Very nice piece. If you know much about what I'm showing you today, please comment down below as to what you think the values are on them. Here's another old school Case knife. This is probably from the 70s. You can date Case knives, usually looking at different markings and codes on the blades. I'm not going to do that today, but I have done that with some more recent Case knives. You can see this is a knife that he carried regularly. He's known to carry knives that sharpen almost down to the spine of the blade before he would put it in the box. He didn't throw them away once he used them up. He just put them in the collection. Here's another interesting knife. It's got a nice stag head there on the handle. It says it's made by Velar, Miami, USA. It's the flintlock, 440 stainless, Japan steel. Pretty neat looking knife. Looks like he might have dropped it on that side, a little breakage there. There are a couple of Case sod busters in here. They're old Case sod busters. Stainless blade. Got a nice classic feel to it. As I've said in a couple previous videos, these knife collections, pocket knives in general, it's a rabbit hole. Once you want one, you want many, you want all of them, the styles and varieties of steels and such. They are very addictive. This is another 1970s era Case knife. Looks like the regular stainless from the shape of the S. Another knife he carried regular, as you can tell. A little bit of wear there. I have about the same philosophy myself on collections. I'm not much of a collector. If I'm going to have something, I'm going to use it. A few of these haven't been used, but a lot have. Kind of like collecting cars. You either have them, you sit in the garage and collect dust, or you actually drive and use them. I like the idea of driving and using them versus just trailering them. So this is just regular stainless blend cases. Looks like surgical stainless. An older trapper. And here is a case hammerhead. He has a couple of these. Looks like a bone handle, genuine bone or stag. It's like a stainless blade. Some of these are old knives that I don't think Case makes anymore. Again, there's so many knives here, I'm not going to show them all to you, just some that I find of an interesting note. So this is a Camillus American Wildlife Series. Nice little presentation box. Looks like something from Scotland or something, maybe from a Scottish hunting lodge, like something you'd see on their table in there. Very interesting. Don't think he's carried this. It says it's made in USA. Looks to be pretty good steel. I don't know if it's carbon or a stainless blend. I do like that. This baby, that'd be great for skinning. Seems to be a fine quality. I like that handle. And here is a shark tooth, similar to the Case hammerhead. Stainless steel. Don't think it's ever been used. And here is an interesting knife. It says it's made in England. It says England on the blade. Did not see a brand name on this. I just find it interesting that it's made in England. I mean, it looks neat, but just the feeling of quality is not there from what I can tell. And here is a Norfolk Southern 1982 10th anniversary trapper knife. It says it's made by a company called Cherokee. Well, then it says China on the back of the blade. Solid and steel. I like the pearl handle. Quality's definitely not there. Got some gaps in the handle. It's a pretty cool tactical hunting looking knife. Smith & Wesson. Pretty old. Here, handmade surgical steel. Looks like some type of Pakistan on the back of the blade. Don't really know what the brand is on that. This is called the Little Bandit by Parker Cut Company. Surgical steel, Japan. He seems to have a lot of Parker cutlery knives. If you know much about Parker, please comment down below. Not real sure about their history. It's a pretty old knife, looks like. The brass has a lot of tarnish on it. Also, here is a Ranger Prov USA. Looks like a pretty cool looking knife. I like it. It's like stainless steel, not too sharp. And here's a very neat looking knife. Another Parker. Do you know much about Parker? Comment down below. Kind of looks like this is a hunter style. Very neat looking. Religious type knife looks like. It's like a shepherd here on the handle. Very, very stylish looking knife. Again, if you know much about Parker, comment down below. Here is a little grizzly, another Parker. Okay, Parker Frost. That makes sense now. I'm connected dots. So this is I guess was a division or partner of Frost Cutlery. So that rings a bell. I saw a knife in here a minute ago from Ireland. I'm trying to figure out where it was. Here's a Schrade, USA. I think it's the first Schrade I've seen in the collection. Here's an old Knoxville, Tennessee World Fair, 1982. Boone and Crockett edition, old school knife. I do have a Franklin Mint knife here. Not sure if you know much about Franklin Mint. They used to be in the magazines and commercials. It's just neat to go through your grandfather's things and see the knives that he carried throughout the years of his life, and see the variety of brands and variety of qualities across the different manufacturers. And a lot of these knives he carried every day in his pocket, used them regularly, sharpened them regularly. Another Parker. He's sharpened nearly down to the spine, as you can see. I always know to look at his blades. They have a tip broke or be sharpened as such. He has several Coca-Cola knives. Probably worth some money, just from the brand. And he has several of these. This is the Bulldog, after the Georgia Bulldogs. A few Frost cutlery. This looks kind of like a Texas toothpick. I love these old school case knives from the 70s. They had great steel, even their stainless blades. The quality is just superior to new case knives, I believe. You can feel it, you can see it, and the quality of steel is just, the blends were different then, and you could put an edge and they held the edge much better. This is stainless steel, and you would never think it was stainless steel of how hard the steel is and smooth. You wouldn't think it. So if you can find a classic case from the 70s, pick it up. Great for everyday carry. I saw a knife. Here's a Barlow Colonial Prov USA. Not sure who that is. Looks like a quality made knife. If you know much about Barlow, comment down below. Here's an old, looks like a duck hunting knife. Got a little corrosion on it, or high carbon. No brand name on that. Another Parker Leopard. Got a nice finishing touch to it. This is a Barracuda Frost Cutlery. Surgical steel, Japan. I'd definitely say my favorite out of the collection are the couple of the Parkers, the old school Parkers, and the classic case knives. They seem to have the highest quality from what I can tell. And I saw one again I mentioned earlier that had Ireland printed on the blade. And I'm not sure where it went. Here's Uncle Henry, pretty classic brand. Usually you could pick these up in Walmart or Kmart, and they're USA made. Nice stag handle. Haven't seen Uncle Henry in quite some time. Here's another old school case knife that he carried. Looks like some old carbon steel. I'm just telling you, you can really see the difference in the quality of steel, the old case knives versus the new. Case, if you're listening or watching the video, go back to the old recipes. They're of higher quality. Here's an old, here's what I was looking for. Looks like the brand name is Stag, and it says Ireland on the blade. Pretty neat. Handles appear to be plastic. Quality doesn't appear to be as good as case, but it's neat that it appears to be made in Ireland. Got a cool look to it. Of course, quality's not there though. Well, that's all I'm gonna show today as far as Grandpa's knife collection. There's one more Parker Frost. So this is all I'm going to show today. This is my grandfather's knife collection. Thought I'd share a few interesting things with you. What really stand out to me are the 70s case knives and the case buffalo. If you know much about those, as far as the case buffalo, comment below. Hope you enjoyed it. I encourage you to pick up a classic pocket knife, carry it with you. I promise you'll enjoy it, but beware, it is a rabbit hole. You want one, you will want more. So tap the thumbs up icon, subscribe if you would, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching.